Hey guys, welcome, and to some of you, welcome back. Today we'll be flying an F-5E against a MiG-19. This is one of those classic Cold War matchups of completely different planes where a lot of skill is needed. MiG-19 is a zoom and boom vertical fighter, where the F-5's advantage is being a one-circle fighter. Before we get into this video, I know I've shown mostly my victories in my videos, and I don't want it to be misleading. When Pulga and I were training for this F-5 versus MiG-19 engagement, I was shot down quite a few times, until I was able to understand and master the F-5 tactics against a professionally flown MiG-19. Pulga is a real fighter pilot who flew A4s and Mirage 3 fighters for Argentina. He understands advantages of one plane against another, and I am lucky to be able to get this kind of real-time training and lessons from a guy who has done it for real. So let's get into this video and I'll talk us through the engagement. The engagement is about 8 minutes long, but I hope you guys stick with us until the end. Here's the merge. In most cases, I will go vertical. This is a direct lesson from Pulga. There's a danger in doing this in a missile fight. And here Pulga is pulling really hard to get a quick missile shot. And I can see that because he stopped his climb to get his nose on me. If I notice that, that means immediately I must put my nose on him so that the older missile will miss. Pre-flares and flares too. And it's a miss. Now the strategies begin. Pulga is climbing. That's what you do in a MiG-19 against an F-5. You go up with more power and then you come down shooting. F-5 can't follow. So the strategy here is to unload the plane, take all the G's off, and speed up to 350 knots. He's going up, so we do have a few seconds. Don't rush yourself. Get that proper 350 and then start putting the nose on the MiG. This will usually deny the MiG-19 a missile shot and makes the silhouette smaller. It's harder to hit. Power down. This is to reduce exhaust temperatures and pre-flare. He had a tone and a shot, but the shot was denied and missed. Now he will once again pull into a vertical and do the same thing, zoom and boom. And I'm once again unloading and getting to 350. We do have a few seconds. The thing here is to stay cool and don't rush it. Okay, here's 350 knots. Start pulling that nose on the MiG. Reduce that silhouette and give him a less chance of a head-on shot because of a fast closing speed. Now he has no more missiles, but has a very deadly gun. That's a huge gun on the MiG-19. No shot here either, but I do have a bit of energy, and I'm going to start creeping up a bit. Also reversing the turn here because the F-5 is much better at a one-circle performance. Now he decided not to climb here as much. I don't know, maybe he was still hoping for a two-circle fight. Not sure why. When I first got the F-5, I had a really hard time in it. Try to turn and you get slower and slower and slower, and you just couldn't pick up enough speed. And it was frustrating. But once I started figuring out the F-5, it became really fun. There's a reason why they used it in Top Gun. It has some really, really good characteristics. You just have to figure them out, and one-circle fighting is one of them. Real quick shot here, but that closing speed is incredible. You have to be kind of lucky to get the other guy, but it happens. Okay, he's going up again, but he has no missiles, so I'm going to try to climb with a one-circle again. And this is how the MiG-19 fights. He is controlling the fight. That turning and dancing people do at lower altitudes, that's just hope and prayers in the MiG-19. And I can tell you, against a good F-5 pilot, a MiG-19 is not going to last doing that very long. But that's for another video. Maybe I'll show that later. So use the MiG-19 advantages. You know, use that power, use that speed. I can't really follow, but he is far enough for me to speed up. Okay, so we got that 350 again and pulling the nose on him to deny him a good shot. Okay, but I lost him somewhere in the glare. Okay, this is not good. You can be the best dogfighter in the world, but if you lose sight, you're in trouble. In this case, you want to turn and check your 6. Fortunately, there he is. I pick him up 1 o'clock high. And even better, we do have enough energy to go nose to nose again. As I was saying earlier, the F-5 has some good characteristics, but right now the MiG is running the fight. It's doing its vertical thing, and we're either waiting to get lucky or for him to make a mistake. We need this MiG to make a mistake and somehow slow down so we can get into a slow fight with him. This high-speed fighting is more to his advantage, whereas if we were to slow him down and get him into a one-circle fight, we'd have a complete advantage. Okay, I'm pushing my luck a bit here because he has no missiles, but I do want some altitude. These high-altitude engagements are so cool. Everything happens in a slow motion. And in real life, most of the engagements are up here, guys. Okay, so this is not working out too well. So I will lower the nose to pick up some speed. This acceleration will throw the MiG-19 just a bit off, maybe just enough. I hope it's enough. Okay, he is in a good position, but I am accelerating. And he does need a lucky snapshot. Okay, so he couldn't really put a nose on us, so we got a bit lucky here. Gamble worked out. Okay, so we are maintaining altitude here. But we do have a little bit lower than comfortable energy. That MiG can really climb. Again, he has a good shot here, but we are accelerating. So it's throwing him off a bit. And he just can't put his nose on us. Okay, this is even better. He just made a huge mistake. This is it, guys. Okay, reversing the turn here to get into a one-circle fight and deny him any other maneuvers. Okay, snapshot, almost. He was so eager to pull the nose on me, he bled off his speed. This is what we're waiting for. Now we become hunters. This is F-5 category. And he's stuck here. If he tries to accelerate or dive or do anything, we will be on his 6 fast. And he'll need to get lucky to get out of it. So he has no choice but to enter these horizontal scissors. And the scissors is F-5 category. It's what we want. Now this pass is behind us, and maybe it made him think that he can hang with the F-5Es if he slows down enough. But the F-5 easily manages to outturn the MiG here. And I know Pulga is trying to be at 123 knots. That's the slowest MiG turning speed. But it's not going to be enough. Not if we fly this F-5 correctly. Okay, pull the nose up here. We do want to stay above him in every turn, just in case he decides to climb and get out of here. He's still not risking disengaging here, so he's trying real hard to stay in the scissors with us. Ah, that was close. He can't stay here much longer. One of these shots will get him soon. He will have to take a chance. Remember, guys, this was one simple mistake of pulling a little bit too hard and losing that energy in the MiG-19. MiG-19 is good, but if you lose energy in it, you're in trouble. Okay, I think he's looking to bail out here. He will probably power on and hope he can outclimb and outspeed us here. Okay, Fox 2. Oh, that first missile missed. But I think I shot it without the tone. That's okay. Keep it steady. Keep it steady. Get the nose up. Fox 2. Okay, and it's a hit. And that's it, folks. One mistake in an aerial battle, it changes everything. When you're fighting against a good pilot, you hope he makes a mistake. Now, Pulga's human, and he makes mistakes like all of us, especially in a plane that he doesn't fly too much. But after this, we actually had 2 more fights, and they were both draws. There were no winners, meaning that none of us made a mistake. And that is where we want to be, mistake-free. A draw means you did everything you needed to do right, and so did the other guy. And that's great when flying with friends. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. So take care, and I'll see you soon.